Hello, good evening, friends. Happy Thursday. Just wanted to do a quick rundown of today's trades. There was only really one trade that was noteworthy, but we'll break it down and see why I did and what others did as well. So, the morning analysis. I had this idea. We had this hourglass kind of pattern, and I thought it might fill the void inside. Basically this imbalance. So that was my general kind of like anchor point for the day. I thought we'd see some kind of filling of the imbalance and then rally, various iterations of that. So that was my main idea, but I needed to see something in price action before I just followed that blindly. And we weren't really getting much. The only other clue we had was this very large imbalance on a price in the 50s, so it was like 181 imbalance. So I thought I might maybe go down there, which it didn't. And then Dixie was just reacting off H1 demand. So this was the picture in the morning. We had a trend line coming down on the M5 and around Frankfurt Open. A very common kind of scenario in Frankfurt Open is you have some kind of breakout of levels and trend lines. So I kind of falsely kind of saw that as a trend line because we had that kind of basing up there as well. So I thought this might be supply. So I shorted here and ended up getting stopped out. So I mean it was a bit of a dumb trade, but there was some logic behind it. But we hadn't hit the Asia range high yet, or what I perceived as the Asia range high, because it was the main kind of swing high at like 10 o'clock. So onto that, there was like a kind of 3 drives pattern over the Asia high. I don't think I got involved in that, but I might have got, involved. Maybe I took a break even or something. Then we got the spike up. There was no way to catch this move down really with any good confirmation. So I kind of gave up at this point. I was, flat. Well, kind of 1 hour down on the day. And then the next trade I took came back around just before PPI. And I took a trade off this imbalance, so I took this short, but it's easier to see in M1. Yeah, I just took this very small short off it. Yeah, I took about 7 pips, so it recovered my loss at least. But Mitch advised me it was PPI like right after, so I got it as soon as I could because I forgot all about that. PPI did its thing. What I thought it was going to do was breach the London high and then drop, and it didn't quite get there. And it moved up again, did not breach the London high. So in my mind, all the liquidity is up here now, and it was just a matter of time to wait for the trade. So there's some other confluences as well. At 3 o'clock we had DXY on demand again. GU, I mean, people dismiss this as a retail concept, but I mean everything's a retail concept these days. And we were forming kind of a pennant, kind of triangle pattern on GU. So that's just what I perceived. So I thought any move above this upper trend line would probably be shot back down. So eventually we did get a move above the London high. So I got confirmation. I went in, but annoyingly it accumulated for a while. And I think someone in the group, didn't unfairly assume they would maybe do another drive up to take out the highs, but I I was pretty confident in it. The accumulation doesn't always have to have a spring or a upthrust after distribution. It could just be an accumulation of orders, and it eventually dropped. I think, yeah, I entered pretty quickly, so it was around there, and it's nearly a target. So we'll give it a little bit more time. I'm pretty confident it'll reach today's Asia range low. But that's it. I mean, that'll be a good 15 hours. So it's like, even if you take stupid losses early in the day, it's really the kind of home runs that I'm looking for. With this as well, if you didn't want the pullback to battle with that, you could have just, Fibonacci it, around it's going to be around like the premium area, so you could short it from there if you didn't want to get involved in this pullback. But whatever, it's up to the individual trader, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll be on the charts tomorrow for a bit, probably in the morning and afternoon, and then we'll go from there. There was some other good trades, I think, on Tuesday, so I'll maybe do a video on those, but I need to kind of remember what they were, so give me some time on that. But cheers, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.